Hey there, grade 9s. Welcome to lesson 6 of chapter 3. So this is using order of operations with rational numbers. So I'm going to go over kind of two types. I'll probably do about 4 examples total. The first one is going to be using order of operations with decimals. Okay, so just a reminder that we are using BEDMAS as we always do, and another reminder that when it comes to the division and multiplication, it's whichever comes first from left to right, as same with the addition and subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right when we get through those. So really, we've got kind of 3 or 4 phases that we kind of go through when we're doing our order of operations. So our first question is we're going to have -0.8 plus 1.2 divided by -0.3 and times 1.5. All right, so feel free, pause the video if you want to try this out first, and then when you come back, we're going to be solving it. So the first part that I have to do is I actually have to do my 1.2 divided by -1.3. So I'm going to have -0.8 still, plus, when I'm dividing this, I'm going to end up with -4. Okay, I'm going to keep it in brackets just to try to make it easier, times 1.5. Okay, so that's first one. Now my next step is I have to do my multiplication, because that comes next. So I have -0.8 plus 4 times 1.5 is going to give me -6. Okay, -6 plus 0.8 is going to give me -6.8 is my final answer. All right, so hopefully there wasn't too many concerns with that one. The next question that we are going to do goes like this. So if we have -3.2 minus 0.9 divided by, and then we have a square bracket. So let's see what happens here. 0.7 minus 1.2, and then all of that is going to be squared. Okay, so this one you're probably definitely going to be using your calculator for, right? So first thing that I have to do is I have to do this operation inside the bracket. Okay, that's my first step. So I'm going to have -3.2 minus 0.9 divided by, when I'm subtracting these, I'm going to be left with in brackets, so -0.5, and then that's going to be squared. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be a negative. That changes everything. All right, let's fix that. So we have positive minus a negative, which is going to give us a bigger positive. So that's going to give us 1.9. There we go. That looks better. Okay, my next step, I'm going to have to do this operation. So -3.2 minus 0.9 divided by, so 1.9 times 1.9 is going to give us 3.61. Okay. Next, I'm going to go -3.2, and I have to do my 0.9 divided by 3.61, which is going to give me, minus something around 0.249307 479. Okay, it's not perfect, but it kind of works. So now we have a negative, and we're subtracting, taking away from it. So basically what we're doing is we're adding another negative. Okay, so we're adding these together. So this gives us -3.449307479. Okay, that becomes our final answer, or we can round it to -3.4. All right. So that's how we will work with decimals. Okay, some of you might want to use your calculators for those. All right, next one. We'll do this one here. Okay, so we're going to go -1/2 negative 1/2 minus negative 2/3 divided by, and then in our brackets, 1/3 plus negative 3/12. All right. So following my order of operations, I have to do my brackets first, which is this. I'm going to have to make sure that I have common denominators. Okay. So I have 3 and 12. I can make this one 12. So I'm going to multiply both of these by 4. Okay. That's going to give me 4 over 12. Okay. So now I can actually add them. So my next line, negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 minus negative 2/3 divided by, so I have 4/12 plus negative 3/12, which is going to give me 1/12. Okay. Because I'm going plus and a negative, excuse me. All right, so I have a positive and a negative, I'm going to be basically subtracting. Okay. My next step is I'm going to be able to do this one and this one at the same time. I can do it in the same line technically because they're not going to affect each other. So I have negative 1/2 times negative 1/2. Because it's bracket beside bracket, that means multiplication. So negative times a negative is going to be positive. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4 minus, now I'm going to divide this one. Okay. Some of you like to do this method. Or some of you might like to flip it. Okay, so you're going to go 2 times 12 is going to be 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, I can try to simplify this as well. 24 divided by 3 is 8, so I have 1/4. This is negative. Okay, so minus negative 8 is basically what I'm going to have. So this will basically become plus positive. Okay, I can change it. So I'm going to have 8 and 1/4 becomes my final answer. Step by step, you have to go. Definitely make sure that you're being careful when it comes to the signs, as I almost missed it, where I had a negative divided by a positive, so make sure that you take your time, and just a reminder that we can use the reciprocal, so we can flip it over if we wanted to multiply. I know some of you like to leave it. Personally, if I'm flipping it, I can actually try to simplify it first. So if I was to go, just as an example, so negative 2 over 3 times 12 over 1, I can try to simplify these first. So this can become a 1, this can become a 4. So now I've got 2 times 4, which is going to be negative 8. Okay, negative 2 times 4. So you can still use that process once again. All right. We're going to go over more examples in the Zoom session, so make sure you attend that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me during the Zoom or through Hangouts. All right, good luck, everyone.